Welcome back to the GTHL post-draft show presented by the Six Hockey. Thomas West alongside Liam Crothers. Today's topic is the Barrie Colts, a team which had a lot of investment in the GTHL. In fact, a lot of investment in the Toronto Marlies, a GTHL team, as they took 3 players from them, and they took 3 good players as well.
Yep, we're going to get into how popular the Marlies were. You can see it there amongst the teams in the OHL. A lot of Marlies picked, but Barrie ended up with the most Marlies players. We're getting into who those players were and what kind of impact they can have, as the Barrie Colts had a decent season, but a negative 41 goal differential is never easy to deal with, so we'll see how they tried to fix it.
They started out with a high-round Marley draft pick in Christopher Grisolia. This was a guy with a ton of talent this year. He played on the Toronto Marlies, and he had a big role in that team.
And more than a point a game, and I mean, he's got a really good shot to him. I think this is a second-round pick, well spent, number 24 overall. Chris Grisolia going to help to put the puck into the back of the net more. It's something that Kitchener needs.
And we delve right back into that Marlies team with the next pick. It's Ryan Nichols, and this was a guy who we saw, he played some top-line minutes. He has the ability to score, great hands as well.
Just under a point a game here with Ryan Nichols, an even 100th, 6'1.5", 177 pounds. This kid can do it all. He's got really good hands. He's effective on the forecheck, can create regardless of the talent around him. I really, really like this pick.
Daniel Markovic was a guy who didn't play a ton with the Mississauga Reps back in the 1920 season, the last season that was played, but not for a lack of skill. He's a guy who could have an impact on this team as well.
Yeah, just 4 points in 11 games that he ended up playing, 140th overall. This is a pick where you might be taking a flyer because you didn't see a lot of them, but you know that the scoring potential is there for Markovic.
Yeah, it absolutely is, and we go back to another Marley once again. This is a guy who didn't actually play a game with the Marlies, but Scott was a great defender. We saw him play for the Markham Majors. You can check out that game on our YouTube channel. This is a guy that really shores up the back end for them.
Yeah, and here late, 179th overall, the 6'2" right-handed shot defenseman. Those are always in demand. 11 points in 25 games is impressive for a blue liner, but Brandon Scott's main asset is his defensive ability, and we know that Kitchener needs some of that.
Yeah, it absolutely is. And then a 15th round draft pick, a very late round pick, but Cole Barrett, a guy who, we've said could be a little bit of a sleeper pick. This is a nice pick for them as well, assuming he can make the OHL.
Yeah, 17 and 31, maybe a little bit undersized, 5'7.5", but I mean, when you get into the 15th round, you're looking for some talent that you can take that might be a little bit underrated. We know that Cole Barrett was a player that we had looked at for the Vaughan Kings. We enjoyed the production that he had in some of those games you mentioned on our YouTube channel. Cole Barrett was a fun player to watch for sure.
Yeah, he was a fun player to watch, and a lot of these players were a fun player to watch as we wrap up our GTHL post-draft show presented by the Six Hockey. From Thomas West and Liam Crothers. We'll see you next time.